What does it take for somebody to truly hate you? To truly hate you to the point of murder? How bad does it have to be? When men hate a woman, there's a lot of possibilities of the reason why they hate them. Jealousy, rejection, or simply they just hate their face. It's scary to think about that, because what if somebody hates you so much that they take a sledgehammer to your face? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all know I gotta give y'all an update of what happened, okay? Because I've had a freaking week. So I was working, I did 7 days straight. And then I was like, I got 2 days off, so today's my last day off. My body's still ache. I pick up a lot of bags all day. It's crazy, and helping people. Oh my God. I like helping people, but every day is a lot. So tell me why, y'all. I did a Korean barbecue yesterday and I had margaritas. Oh my God, it was so good. And I'm gonna finish them today. I can't finish the margaritas, but I'm gonna finish the barbecue today. And I might get a Blaze pizza. I love food, y'all know this. Anyways, I was like, I'm so tired. I couldn't even move, and I hate it because it's Friday. I was like, I should wanna go out on a Friday, but at the same time, I'm a homebody. I go out with friends when if somebody want to, but I'm really relaxed at home, okay? Also, just the world is crazy. But still, I be wanting to go out with my sisters and stuff, but I'm literally so tired. And I be like, God dang it, I need to figure this out, but that's just work right now, and it sucks. But I have been enjoying my 2 days. Now, on these 2 days, I went on TikTok, and I saw some trending everywhere. And I clicked on the little search bar at the bottom, then I went to the news, and they was talking about it. And I was like, all I heard was murder, Coworker, Sledgehammer. I was like, okay, what the heck is this? So that's why I wanted to do this video today, because I was like, so many workplace incidences, y'all. People who they report it, but it goes nowhere. A lot of similarity with other cases like this. The only difference is the sledgehammer. I don't know why that's so dark, but let's just get into it. This is about a woman who was 20 years old and who was murdered by a co-worker because he didn't like her. And how did he do it? He used a sledgehammer to her face many times. God, y'all, just saying it out loud is so dark. Have y'all ever just watched crime and literally said how that person died out loud? I do on camera because I talk about it. But just talking about it the way, just saying it so nonchalant and talking about somebody who's not here anymore, it's actually very eerie. Because think about this. The case I talked about with the mom, and I'm only saying this because I saw it because I still have all these pictures on my PC, which I probably should delete, but I still use. It's about a mom who was murdered by her older daughter. Her daughter was in her 30s or something. The woman was older. She was murdered by her daughter, and her granddaughter helped her mother kill her grandmother because her mother forced her daughter, if that makes sense. All I know is that they chopped that grandmother up, and they chopped her up, they was grilling her body. I'm talking about so freaking eerie. But I still have all these pictures, I'm not even joking, of everybody I talked about on this channel on my computer. Only because I got a lot of space on here, but I also forget to delete stuff. I don't delete anything, but I need to. But at the same time, when I'm doing a post and I'm talking about, let's shame this suspect, that's what it's for. I also use it for other videos as examples. That's why I keep it on here. But, anyways, we're going to jump right into it. I'm reacting to it. I'm law crime. I want to know what happened. Why did he do it? All I know is that I know how they say he killed her. I don't know why. They just say he hated her or something. There is a 911 call, and I know they have footage, but only him going into her area with the sledgehammer and then leaving, and I guess telling another coworker she's over there, she's done. He killed her with her own sledgehammer. And I know she was a welder, so I think a lot of hatred and jealousy, maybe because the girl was popular. I don't know. Maybe she was more popular to him. I don't know. So we're going to just jump right into it.
Ambulance 40 Medical at 170 Swindra Boulevard Northeast for a 22-year-old with major head trauma, blood loss, not alert.
A young woman is dead after police say her coworker walked over to her workstation and hit her multiple times with a sledgehammer. She died on the floor of the manufacturing plant, and deputies immediately took the suspect into custody. And the reason he apparently gave police for hitting the 20-year-old over and over and over again with such a terrifying weapon is chilling. Plus, in a stunning twist, a man claiming to be a family member of the suspect took to Facebook Live to talk about what happened. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Look, as we're covering stories like this, let me just say, staying on top of the news is so important. When news started to spread that there had been a workplace attack at a manufacturing plant, it was early in the day on November 11th, just after 6 a.m., when first responders were dispatched for advanced process technologies, and this is in Coworker, a small city east of Minneapolis. 20-year-old Amber Czech had been hit over the head with a sledgehammer and was in dire need of help.
Major head trauma, blood loss, blow to the head, possibly unwitnessed, is not alert but is breathing.
So as emergency crews rushed to the scene, dispatchers were queuing up life flight to head to the factory. But then they soon got word that unfortunately they wouldn't be needed.
Coworker Fire, we do have Lifelink en route. If they are needed, their ETA is going to be about 25 minutes at this point. If you could find a possible landing zone for them, STAC 1 will be the channel.
10-4, thank you. Coworker Fire right now.
Coworker Fire.
Houston folks arriving on scene.
On scene at 6:15.
Coworker Rescue to Wright County.
Coworker Rescue, go ahead.
You can cancel there here.
Copy, we are. 616.
Grants 11, you guys can cancel.
Coworker Fire right County. Go ahead, Coworker. You can show us clear of the scene back in service. Clear, 621.
According to a news release from the Wright County Sheriff's Office, it reads, quote, around 6 a.m. Tuesday, November 11th, the Wright County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 call from Advanced Process Technologies in the city of Coworker regarding an adult female being found at her workstation with significant head trauma. Deputies arrived on scene along with Coworker ambulance and attempted life-saving measures. However, the adult female was pronounced deceased at the scene. The initial investigation indicated that the adult female's death was due to an assault by an adult male coworker with a blunt force object. The adult male coworker, identified as David Bruce DeLong, was taken into custody on scene without incident by deputies. So I want to dig into what a criminal complaint claims happened that day, and also
let's talk about this real quick. How much you want to bet she turned him down? First of all, she was only 20 years old. I think he was like 40. Oh man, go get a life. Oh my God. She was a welder. They had videos I saw on TikTok of her welding. She looked like she knew what she was doing. So it could easily be a case of he just didn't like that she was better at welding. I don't know. She looked like she'd be minding her business. It's so weird. Let's picture this. It's been a while, y'all. Now, I only do this because you really gotta, it's picture in this situation just because so many people have seen her and had to call the cops. Look at this. Picture somebody actually swinging a sledgehammer. That is so dark. Who uses that? First of all, it's so heartbreaking she passed away. And she was breathing a little bit, but it would have, even if she survived, it would have major brain damage. Like, do you know what a sledgehammer is? Like, oh my God. First of all, he looked like he was a bigger man and she's so tiny. You have so much force with that. And then it wasn't even just one time. I think they said it was like 5 times. The anger you have to swing a sledgehammer at somebody is next level psychotic. I don't want to hear no mental health issues with him. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. The man is disgusting. He's a pig. Like, ill. Just to, I would be so heartbroken even finding somebody like that. Like, what do you do? How do you even know that a sledgehammer was used? Like, you're bashing somebody's head in. Like, there's a skull to protect your brain, but a sledgehammer can easily break that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Picture that. Like, oh my God. Just, that's so sad. And so they're gonna, hopefully they talk about the HR thing, because I've heard, I was doing my research before this video anyway, and they did say she reported him to HR 5 times. This is why I believe he was a creep, or just somebody probably harassing her over and over. And it's so scary not knowing that that person wants to kill you. Now, there may have been signs that all of this is signs, to be honest. It's like he won't leave her alone, but you're not thinking he's going to murder you. Nobody's thinking anybody's going to murder them. That's just human nature. Now, even at work, I see creepy guys all the time. I keep my distance. I'm pretty sure she did too. You don't want to antagonize these people. You don't want to talk to them. They constantly approach you. That's what it is. For some reason, that's what these people do. And it's so sad, because like, this should not have happened. Should never happen to any woman or man. And just, they need to do better in workplaces. But at the same time, I know I went to the comments of this video. Everybody's talking about it. Oh, HR is pissed. They don't do anything to protect the workers. Look at this, though. Even though that is true. That is very much true. They can only do so much when that person already has it set in their mind. He already knew he was going to kill her. He already knew how he was going to do it, because she was going to be at work around so much metal. He already knew it was going to be loud, so nobody would have heard him. This was so premeditated, by the way, too. And I know they say he was on, I think I saw that he got 2nd degree, but they're trying to bump it up to 1st degree once they get everything. Hopefully they got it, because this was so premeditated. This man, there's history of her actually reporting him. And let's talk about that real quick too, because HR is freaking useless in a lot of jobs. They don't care about their workers. They just care about the money. And it's like, because I've done a case before where, this woman was getting stalked by a coworker, and they didn't do anything. She reported him so many times. He ended up taking her life in a parking lot while she was like going to get on lunch, and he ended up killing her. It's crazy. Like, they really do got to do better. Like, these women are like, their lives are getting taken by these weak men, and it's like, for what?
So what the suspect also allegedly said to police after his arrest about this heinous series of violent crimes all the time, there's something about this. If the allegations are true, taking a sledgehammer as a weapon. Have you seen something like that before? This is not a knife. This is not a gun. This is a very specific instrument to be used. And by the way, the weight of that, it's an object that not everyone could use. So if we're also talking about, and we'll get into what the evidence is, if this was a whodunit, it does kind of limit the field about who would be able to operate something like that, right?
That's a great point. In addition to what you just said, that's not something that we see all the time. This is, once every couple of, blue moon that we hear a case of this matter like this. And so something like this going on, it already has all the elements of a intentional murder. We have malice aforethought. He intentionally did this. He premeditated it. He went to pick up this huge sledgehammer, and slammed this woman against the head with it. So it has all of the components of a premeditated murder.
And let's get into this a little bit more, and I want to start with the victim, okay? We have 20-year-old Amber Czech. She had gotten into welding while she was in high school. This is what her father told KARE 11. She attended Alexandria Technical and Community College, graduated in the spring of 2024 after completing the 10-month welding technology program. And after learning of her death, ATCC put out a statement saying, in part, quote, "She exemplified the qualities we strive to instill in all our students: hard work, determination, and professionalism." So obviously you're talking about a tremendous loss. But now I want to get into the law. County Attorney Brian Lutz shared the criminal complaint that was filed with the court in a news release, and it lays out what surveillance video from inside the plant reportedly showed, and the violence allegedly committed by DeLong. Quote, The video surveillance shows the defendant leaving his workstation and walking to the victim's workstation. The defendant is wearing gloves when this occurs. The defendant is observed grabbing a sledgehammer from the victim's workstation. The video shows the defendant swinging the sledgehammer at the victim, who is out of the view of the camera. The defendant's first swing of the sledgehammer is in a horizontal movement consistent with the victim standing. And Lutz told People magazine, quote, "They actually pass by each other, but it doesn't even appear that they address or engage each other at all. The first swing is horizontal, and I look at that to mean she's standing upright at that time. And then he makes 4 more swings, and they're very aggressive, violent, forceful swings." The complaint then says that DeLong walked by another male coworker and said something along the lines of, quote, "I hit her with your hammer. She is by your toolbox. She is gone." Bridget, it's not every day I can say that we have a purported crime, a violent attack, a potential murder.
Just, oh my gosh, that's so sad. She's just there to work, just working. And the violent swings I'm talking, this man wanted her gone. He wanted her dead. It's so sad that, you got people that'll do this to somebody. This is somebody's child. Let's get on a more emotional level, people. This is actually somebody's child. Somebody who have a life. A very young girl, by the way, who's just starting her life. This old, disgusting looking man. Yes, I said old because he's not old, but he's disgusting. I don't care about him. He's scum. Get him out of here today. It's like, you just ruin lives for no reason just because you hate somebody. Hate really do go a long way, y'all. You never know what people are thinking. And you know something, I saw on TikTok about a video before. This girl, she rejected a man. I think he tried to attack her or he was stalking her. There's so many cases like this. It's crazy. There was some people in the comments talking about, well, if only she didn't provoke him, if she just rejected him like nicer, or if she just didn't get an attitude or cursed him out, he wouldn't be attacking her or trying to stalk her. We cannot live in this world thinking like that. Maybe people, if men didn't get creepy, maybe if they didn't get jealous, people can go along their way. It should not be a problem. And I'm not saying this was rejection. Maybe he really did just hate her because of her job. But I got a feeling he tried to hit on her. I just got a feeling about that. Just by all the stuff I talked about on here before, I just got a feeling. You should be able to take a rejection like an adult, like a human being, and move on. You should be able to take criticism like a human being and move on. You should be able to, work with somebody you are not fond of and go on about your way. Their lives is not your life. She's not thinking about you. He's not thinking about her. Not in this situation, but I'm pretty sure she was not thinking about him. This really tells you that his intention, he was just thinking about her. That's the only thing in his head, because it's so violent. The weapon he used just because it was there and wanted her to die. He wanted to kill her. So she was just all in his head. The dude is crazy. I'm pretty sure she was doing her job. She was not thinking about this man. That day, that man told himself that he's going to get rid of her. And he's going to take this prison sentence because he's finally going to be relieved that she's gone. That's what I'm thinking he's thinking in his head, because he murdered her. That's exactly what you're thinking. You finally get to be released because she's gone. And now you can sleep at night. And I hope he cannot. The disgusting man do not deserve sleep. They really y'all. It's been a while since I said bring back Victorian era deaths for certain people, but I'm all for it. Let's take a sledgehammer to him. That's what we need to do. Oh, y'all, I'm getting out of the character, even though it's really in character for me.
Caught on surveillance footage. I don't know what a defense attorney would do, how they would try to get that footage out. If the footage comes in where they say, well, you can't really see, the victim, she's blocked. We don't, but because if you have that on tape, where do you go with it? That's the end of the case, no?
There's so much there, Jesse. I don't see why that video would not come into evidence. That is something that would 110% go into evidence. We have so many components here. So you have, again, the video, you have his statement to this other coworker, There's just so many things that point to this defendant. I don't even know if this should be a trial case. And so it could be something that defense counsel would try to work out with the state to try to avoid the victim's family going through a trial and talking with them about just who she is and having them just listening and go through all of the details about it, and also having a jury to determine what the sentencing is. They can maybe have some more control over what the sentencing would be. If it is a trial case, that video more than likely, I'm going to say probably 99% is going to come into evidence.
Unless there's a mischaracterization of what the video shows, which we don't have any.
And we also, I really do believe that we need to up the laws. When it's a murder case and they know it's them, you got video evidence. I don't even believe he should have a lawyer. Like, he's goner. Get him out of here. Really, they linger on stuff way too long. They know the man killed him. It's all on video. They got him swinging it. It's a shutdown case. Stop trying to make stuff worse, more than it is. That's just what I think about it. Because I don't care about a fair trial for no freaking killer. I don't care about that man. He used a sledgehammer. He murdered her over and over, premeditated, told somebody where. Y'all, why is this even going on anymore? Give that family closure and get him out of here. I don't care about that. Also, I do know that they dated because there's so many crimes, because there are so many crazy people out there who's committing these crimes on innocent people. So, there's actually, put stuff in dates, but still. There shouldn't be a trial because it's a shut it down case. The man he's guilty. He's guilty. What else do you need? I don't want to hear about his team, or God, he shouldn't even have a team. I feel like he's on a down low, but anyways, it's like, I don't want to know about his lawyers and what the thing might have showed or what she might have done. What if they said she probably provoked him for over some time? I really feel like that's something they would say. And if they ever say that something like that, they should go away with them, because that's disgusting. Because you do have a lot of different lawyers who defend the victim. That's their job. But they put down the victim. And it's like, how do you sleep at night? This woman was brutally murdered by your client. Even though I know they know that person is guilty, but it's their job to defend them. I just don't know how you will sleep at night. Like, how can you live with yourself? That's like a horrible job. And I also think just in laws, we should not have this. When it's like damning evidence and they did it, they don't deserve anything. Get them out of here and let's torture them.
Indication to say that's the case. But, look, we don't know what DeLong's demeanor was at that moment. But you couple that surveillance footage, Bridget, with also that alleged cold statement that he makes to the coworker. That's shocking. And I imagine that coworker would testify.
110%. I mean, that coworker was just there minding his business. He didn't ask him any questions. He made a statement to the coworker outright. So I couldn't imagine the coworker not testifying at all either.
Now, I mean, would it be hearsay what the defendant allegedly told him?
Well, I don't think that would necessarily be hearsay. It's a statement made by the defendant. He's there. He's in court. And so I don't think that makes it to hearsay. And so when we talk about what that would be in a trial setting, I mean, he gives a statement there. I don't think that would make it to hearsay.
By the way, in his interview with People, Lutz said that it appears that this employee went to go see what DeLong was talking about. And that's when this worker saw Czech on the floor with the bloody sledgehammer next to her body. That's when 911 was called. And the criminal complaint says that DeLong confessed after his arrest. That's the new allegation. Quote, the defendant admitted to not liking the victim. The defendant said he has been planning to kill the victim for some time. And Lutz told People he mentioned in his statement that she had kind of given him a bad look and that he was upset about that. Apparently the bad look was some time ago and he just didn't like her. It's a logical type behavior. Now here's the part that's interesting. I mean, even from a law school example, you could say that you can't get more first-degree premeditated murder than this. Now here's the thing. DeLong was initially charged with second-degree murder with intent but not premeditated. And Lutz said in a statement, I will evaluate this case for a possible charge of first-degree premeditated murder, which requires convening a grand jury. Bridget, I thought that was surprising. Why not immediately charge first?
Okay, y'all, I just wanted to get the gist of everything, and I think we got it. Y'all know what this case reminded me of? There was a case in Korea. I watched Stephanie Sue, everything, podcast, Rotten Mango, YouTube. I love her. Like, I love her storytelling. Like, if you're into true crime, you should really watch her. She talked about a case about a Korean dude who, I think it was China. Was it Chinese or Korea? I think it was Korea. Asia. He roundhouse kicked a girl, all on video, and then dragged her body, and her pants was found undone. She survived, but she didn't remember anything. She was knocked out cold. He fully kicked her because she gave him a bad look. And you'd be like, really? Do you know how many men give other men bad looks, but you wouldn't go up to them? I don't know. That's why I think it's just, I don't think he was telling the truth. I feel like she rejected him. She could have easily gave him a bad look and his ego got hurt, because you know ego plays a part in every man's life, that they just can't take it. And I just don't understand it. It's like this woman was just doing her job, working, and here he come up antagonizing her and then murdered her. Then hit her from behind because she didn't see him coming. I guarantee you that. They said he walked up and he used a horizontal swing and just hit her. So he got her when she was working, most likely. Was not looking, probably didn't even hear him because it's so loud because there's other people welding in there. That is so crazy. Oh my God. Nobody saw him walk up. Like, he just walked up. And I know they have their own areas too, so that's probably why. That's so sad. This is a sad case. She didn't deserve that. Like, it's just so freaking scary. You just never know. That's just the world. You never know. So, what are your thoughts on this case? I think I gave all my opinions in this video. I just saw this all over TikTok, and I was like, okay, I gotta talk about this, because I was shocked when I heard it on the news part. I was on TikTok looking on the news, and because everything is on TikTok now, but quick news too. I was just so shocked that he used a sledgehammer. Like, that scene, that sight is so heartbreaking. Like, you know, people have survived a shotgun to the face. That's wild. People have survived stab wounds to the face, but a sledgehammer, like, she wasn't going to survive that. It's just, and if she did, she would have had major brain damage and just so much reconstruction. And that's so heartbreaking to think about. Like, I just don't understand how people can live with themselves out here like this. And saying that he didn't like her because she gave him a bad look, and then just kept thinking about that, and then he just wanted to kill her. He just wanted to kill her. I guarantee you. And then, I didn't know if they was going to say it, but I already said it earlier. I saw on TikTok and doing my research. They did say she reported him many times to HR, and nothing got done. So don't we just love that? They never do their job and people still end up dead. Sounds just like the CPS as well. Child Protective Services. They don't do anything. They ignore the signs and people die. That's crazy. So what are your thoughts on this case? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay safe, stay aware, stay alert, ladies. Literally. Like, this is the most serious I think I've ever... I'm always serious, but... you know, being serious. This is very scary. Some crazy people. And this just happened. That's the crazy part. This just happened. Oh my God. I will tell y'all this. Maybe it'll be the next video I do today. There's a case I wanted to talk about that reminded me of a case that I heard on Stephanie Sue's. It's something from like the 90s, y'all. And it's so dark. And I was like, you don't hear stuff like this now. So I'm just saying that because even this case, you don't hear about people using sledgehammers. I don't know what's going on. People are freaking crazy. Go get help. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.